Hello everyone, Digitams here. Today I would like to show you what I think might be the best way to play the 4 healer strategy. Now, this strategy is one that I've clowned around with quite a bit, mostly with Meepo, but in the last few days I've been getting really good results with this basic setup, right? So what you do, you don't spend any golden levels for most of the early game, and you roll quite hard for Batrider, Crystal Maiden, Dazzle, and Enchantress, and you try to get them to 3 stars. Now, the most important units in this are probably Dazzle and Crystal Maiden, but Batrider and Enchantress are insanely good, right? Here's why. So the Dazzle 3-star effect is a free Veshers of Tyrant. It is incredible. It allows your comp to get out so many more spells than they otherwise would because they don't die. Enchantress's 3-star effect is actually why she's positioned like this in this basic setup. It's untouchable, so she has a chance to slow the enemy's attack speed by a lot. I think this is Moonshard levels of attack speed slow. So basically, if she's standing over here and the opponent lineup is over here in the top right corner, they're hitting into Enchantress. They will get this attack speed slow. Furthermore, she's in the range of Dazzle, so should she get bursted, she can still get her heal out. Crystal Maiden's 3-star effect is a cooldown reduction on your entire team. This is amazing, considering most of your team consists of spellcaster units, and a lot of your damage will be done with spell damage. And then there is Batrider. Now, Batrider's 3-star effect is pretty good because it benefits a lot from long drawn-out fights. Actually, much like the Crystal Maiden freeze, but we'll get back to that. If he can stack his Sticky Napalm up to 10, and if he can keep constantly reapplying his 3-star effect of getting the burn effect on enemy heroes, he can slowly whittle down the enemy lineup, and heroes with 10 stacks on them are gonna get plus 800 damage from Sticky Napalm itself, and that's not even including the Batrider right-click damage. Furthermore, because you have this healer lineup, you're stalling out the fight a lot, right? Crystal Maiden's freeze, 6-second cooldown, gets 20% reduction, so then it's 4.8 seconds. So she just spams them out. You have humans, you can give her a mana item, she just starts throwing these freezes, and because they do quite a bit of damage, you just whittle down the opponent's lineup. Now from here there's quite a few ways to go, because you do not really want this to be your end state, right? You want to upgrade your board. But before we discuss that, I would like to go through the items very quickly. I have an item list, I will show it on screen, and it should have a link in the description, that shows for tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 items, which ones are good, and which ones are situationally good. For example, the tier 1 item list that I'm showing here has Chainmail, Vitality Booster, Void Stone, and Talisman of Evasion to the left, but the Headdress is to the right. Now, Headdress is an interesting tier 1 item. If you know you're going to be playing healers, if you know it from round 1, it's a good pickup. You'll get a lot of value out of it. Your rounds will be long, and the healing will be amplified by the Healer Alliance and any potential Paladin swords. But you often will not know which strategy you're playing at round 1. You can try and predict and force it a little bit, but in general it's best to pick from the left because those items will work in most strategies. Now the tier 2 items, the Paladin Sword is pretty straightforward, but there is a mechanic about it that people seem to misunderstand. The healing from Paladin Sword is not only applicable to the unit carrying it. It's like a mini healer alliance. So the entire team benefits from the healing bonus that it gives, right? Aside from that, Vanguard protects your units. It means that you can stay alive for much longer. Same thing with Halberd and Blade Mail. The thing with Blade Mill is that your units are going to take more damage than their total HP pool is. Because of that, they can reflect quite a lot of damage back to the opponent lineup. Blade Mail might not be the best item anymore since they moved it from tier 3 to tier 2 and reduced its damage reflection, but it's still quite decent. Now for the tier 3 items, you have quite a few options. Straightforward, the best one is probably Necrobook. Necrobook Batrider spawns these Brill Bruisers on a 2-second cooldown. You can only have 2 of them out, but it basically means that you'll have 2 Brill Bruisers walking around the battlefield for the entire round. This is amazing. Craggy Coat is great because the armor from Craggy Coat negates the -9 armor that 4 Heartless builds will be using to kill your lineup. So instead of having -9 armor onto this 5 armor and getting -4 armor in total, leading to, I think, about 20% damage amplification, you'll pretty much negate their entire Heartless Alliance, at least on that unit. Hell, you'll even be left with more armor, because Craggy Coat gives 15. So your unit will tank much better using that item. Octarine Essence is great because your lineup relies a lot on spells. Now, you do already have some cooldown reduction with the Crystal Maiden, but it's still a good item. Silver Edge is great for obvious reasons. Silver Edge is just a really, really, really strong item. Attacking faster, more HP, but most importantly, the break can destroy the enemy's lineup just like that. It is an incredible item, and picking it is never something you will really regret. Now, the Eel Scepter, if you already have a Void, though, you don't really need it, so I put it a bit to the right. It's situational, right? Your Crystal Maiden really does want a mana item, but if you already have a Void Stone, don't pick up Eels. The Pipe can be good if there's a really strong Mage player or multiple Mage players, but if there's just one Mage player and they're not doing that well, probably not worth it. And the Fedora is good in very specific situations because you already have a Poisoner. You can, as additions to your comp, level up to 8 and add 2 more, one of them being Alchemist. If you add Alchemist, you'll have 1 Brute, so if you then also grab a Fedora, you'll have 2 Brutes. Now in a lineup that relies on these long drawn-out rounds where you can out-heal your opponent's damage, this is incredibly good, because you will reduce their damage even more. Synergizes really well. However, there are some different routes that you can take with this build, so Fedora is not going to work every time. For your tier 4 items, there's the Mechanism. I think it speaks for itself. There's this massive wave of healing that can heal a unit from half HP or maybe even lower to full HP. Quite big. The Refresher Orb is mostly good on Omni Knights. Technically, it's not bad for some of these other spells, but they'll have relatively low cooldown with the Crystal Maiden. So if you pick it up, it's probably worth going for Omni Knight 3-star, but it's not necessary. And the Dagon is quite good because you already have these long drawn-out fights, so being able to burst one of the enemy units every few seconds when the fight is taking very long, it's pretty high value. Now, Black King Bar can be amazing against Mage lineups. It can also be completely redundant against Heartless Hunters. So you have to just look at the lobby a little bit about picking that one up. It's not really worth it in quite a few cases, but can still be really high value. And the Scythe, again, Crystal Maiden needs a mana item, but also, when you're at this point of the game, you can make the decision that on level 8 you want to run Mages. Now, I ran this 2 games, and I will show you some footage from that later. Now, Crystal Maiden at that point isn't the only unit that needs a mana item. It's also good on Keeper of the Light, for example. So it's a good item if you think you're going the Mage route of this build. Now, on tier 5, you have Heart of Tarask, as probably the best item, because the healing from Heart of Tarask is amplified by your healers, and the max HP that it gives is insane, right? You'll see it in some of the footage that I'll be showing later, but I have a unit in that footage that pretty much single-handedly carries the round. His heart will not allow him to die, right? Radiance is great because you have this like heavy front line of units that won't die. They'll just burn away at the opponent's team over time. And Vladimir's is good for pretty much obvious reasons. Even though your attack damage isn't that good, you'll still gain quite a bit of health back. And the AoE of armor is actually quite important as well. Now, aside from that, there is the Bloodthorn. It's really good against Spirit Mage lineups specifically. But again, it's useless against some other lineups, so you have to sort of look and see if you value it. Then there is the Satanic. Satanic is quite good in a sense that it gives you a lot of max HP, and the healing from it is amplified, so if your unit drops low, they can heal back up. But again, your attack damage not so great. And then lastly, we have the Shiva's Guard. Shiva's Guard gives a ton of armor, which is really good on your units, and it slows the opponent's team. But the problem is, if you're against mages, they will immediately cast their spells because you gave them mana with the Shiva's Guard. So you have to sort of, again, if it's a mage heavy lobby, you can do it. You cannot do it. If it's a hunter heavy lobby, you can grab the Shivas, right? Now, for the next portion of the video, I will very quickly go through the different routes that you can take from here with this build, because this is not your end comp. And after that, I will show you some gameplay footage. But before we look into the different variants, let's look at the Underlord for a quick moment. So your number one best boy is Yoink Enno. You don't need to protect Enno. Enno protects himself. If he drops too low, he'll just go the hell away with his little grappling hook. His healing is absurdly good, and it gets buffed by your healers, by your paladin swords. It's just really good. Now, healer in S6 or all-out attack Enno, which is the damage variant of Enno that doesn't heal, that is a bit more of a debate, right? So the problem kind of is with the healing in S6 that you can't protect her that easily, right? If you're doing really well in the game, you might be able to, but it's very difficult. I personally prefer going for the damage variant of Anno, even though he doesn't have any heals. Having this Underlord that you don't need to play around very much makes this build a lot more comfortable to play. But you can try out Golem in S6. Maybe the healing is worth it a little bit, but the problem sort of becomes that if assassins jump her, you can try and position a little bit more to the back. I'll demonstrate that in a moment, but imagine this is an S6. You could technically do this and just hope for the best. But if she then gets hooked, you don't really have the best protection. So then you need to do something like this, but then the Bat Rider might walk up. It's just a bit of a hassle, and in my opinion, it's not really worth it. Should you already have a lot of progress into either Omni Knight, Treant Protector, or both of them, it can be very much worth it to either stay at 6 and roll for them to go to 3 stars as well, or you can level to 7 first and then run, like, for example, double Omni Knight 2-star for a little bit, or double Treant Protector 2-star for a little bit as you roll for the 3 stars. Leveling to 7 will give you better odds and give you a better board in the short term, but if you're running out of HP, it is a bit of a risk. Another alternative for the later portions of the game is to level to 8 instead of rolling on 6 or 7 for these 3 stars. Just leave these on 2-star, go for Alchemist, go for Viper, and if you have picked up a Fedora, this becomes even better, because aside from just Poisoners with Enno, hopefully, you will also have these Brutes. So that allows you to reduce the opponent's damage by quite a bit. And that then gets amplified by the fact that you can heal away quite a bit of their damage as well. So it synergizes very well with the basic concept of your lineup if you already have the damage to take down the opponent. There are some different situations where you might want some mages though. Let's go look at that. So this is more like the mage setup. You protect the Coddle a bit better. If you go mages, I feel like you should back position your units a bit more. In the initial setup, I had them more towards the center so that people would stay in Dazzle's 3-star effect radius. But if you're running a Keeper or a Lina or maybe even a Puck, you'd probably prefer moving back a little bit. It allows you to position your Rubik like this, where he's relatively safe and he can just steal some spells. Now he has 2 saves, really, because he has this Magus effect, where if he drops below 50% HP, he becomes immune for a little bit. But he also has the Dazzle 3-star effect, and he has a bunch of heals. So this Rubik becomes sort of the centerpiece of the lineup, I believe, if you run it this way. Keeper can still do quite a lot. Puck or Lina can be run instead of him as well, and that can still do a lot as well. It's just that when you have this Rubik, he can steal the show, and I'll show that with some gameplay footage that I have gathered right here. I hope you guys enjoyed the guide part of this video. Now we'll actually put this build to the test a little bit with a few of the games that I have played with it, and you guys can sort of see how it works. Oh god. The assassins are probably fucking me. Then again, the backline will just get Dazzle saved. Unless they're silver edged. Oh. Also, they just got mech'd and Omni healed. Oh my god, so much AoE damage to those sins. Yo, this stat feels super fucking good to me. Could it work out? Oh, no Heart of the Card. Oh no! Fuck! Fuck! No! Oh no! If we lose now, I'm gonna be so sad. Oh no! Oh no! Please! 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 I don't have to win the game. Just let me finish this. Okay. I think we're alive. Nope, we're not. Actually, there is some slight chance, but no good one. Wait, Rubik has hearts! He cannot die! Right? Rubik? You are the man that I believe in! Please, Rubik! 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 Yo! I believe! Rubik! Come on! Come on! Rubik! Undefeated warrior. Okay, wait. He's not undefeated yet. He might... Okay, Rubik might not put it out. Shit. GG. Ah! So, that was so fun. That comp was so good. Holy shit. Like, we lose to spirits. I mean, fine, whatever. It's spirits, right? We're playing fucking... This fucking dumpster fire build. And we almost took it back. We almost took it back. Like, that shit was hype. GG's. Oh, that Rubik. Oh, I cannot believe that. Now, if Errol or if Namu hits this fucking Ember, we might have a problem. We might be cut down before the heals even come out. 1 gold short of Ember. Alright, well, I'll have 1 round to enjoy myself. Perhaps. And that's not even a guarantee. Because holy shit, yeah, my units. Okay. It was scary, but we seem okay enough. But once this, like, 3-star Ember starts trying to cut me down, that's when it gets scary. But yeah, we did get the 1 round that we needed. Or that we could potentially still win. But there is now a fairly high likelihood that we just get blasted. I could try and run a Tide Hunter if I get to that point, but I mean, it's a little bit fucked. Wait, okay, I was about to say, is he not going to Fury it? Okay. Please, Eng. Please. 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 Thank the Ember. Come on. Easy fucking clap, boys! Oh, she did it! Oh my god! Okay, one more round. That's all we need. Minus 24! Oh my god, it actually worked! I can't believe that shit, holy fuck. Oh no, oh, that's too much, Okay. Alright. Please, we can do it. Please, I believe in you. Please, Enchantress. Alright, she's actually tanking the Ember. Like, the splash may hit into this side, but... yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, are we winning? Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! Oh my god, that is great content. Alright, I look forward to editing this tomorrow. Guys! Thank you so much for watching. That build, oh my god. It's actually so good though. Like, even if we had lost that, it's so good. I genuinely believe that. At least in some degree. Wait! My tree is on timeout! What the fuck? You guys see this shit? What the fuck? Yo! My tree! What the shit? Alright. That's an interesting development. Yoink! Yeah, we did hit Mr. Death, so I tried to get, like, Doom plus Chronosphere, to sort of make that work. Okay, this Chrono isn't gonna be the best. But it's not actually that bad either. We get the Doom on the Luna. Bree is still vibing. Needs to get the Leech Seed out now. He does. He gets used as well. Saves him from the bombs. Gets Vestured. Needs to get this Leech Seed out for my comp. Let's go. Okay, he does not. Freeze. Alright. Fuck, this guy just barely lives. Okay, we either hit Edicito or the fan. Okay, I could have taken the Rubik there. But I guess we're going Poisoner route here. Alright. Okay. Slee is tanking a little bit much. The Void Cloner is decent. If he gets out this Leech Seed, he does. He gets enthralled. That is quite relevant, but he kind of did his job on my side already, right? So I feel like it might actually be okay. Alright. Pog? He's not dead, he can't be, but... Viper Dazzle? Yeah, I think I agree. I think here it's better than Mages. At least, if we had the Rubik 2-star development already, maybe not, but in this situation. Alright, I want top 2. The hook's good. Doesn't actually hook a crucial target. Cadence is distracted on this Alk 2-star who's getting healed. 3 did not get focused. There is no Entroll. So now it becomes really relevant how this Dusa does, right? If she just keeps surviving, we might be fucked. Get top 2, PogChamp. Alright, an extremely crazy build. This is 2 or triple top 2 in a row. I mean, we mainly lose to Cadence Dusa there. Like, he does 10k damage as a 1-star. I don't know, I really think this is a good build. I think this might be the best way to play healers. Like, I used to think it was Meepo, but every time I play it, I'm so impressed by how good it is. To this. We might have been better off putting this on you. Aw, that heal. Alright, Omni, heal yourself now. Aw, the heal bombs. Yes. And then troll on the wolf. And another heal nuke. Tactical nuke. Incoming. I still think I just jammed the R button until I hit Dazzle. Normally I try to go level 8 and play mages with this, but we've just been knackered out of that position. I feel like the Dazzle is going to be the more significant player. Oh no, we hit Basacho again. That was not what I had planned around. Sort of bad. You consider the position that my Crystal Maiden is now in. Kill the tree! Yes! Omni, you hero! Can you do it? Can you save me? Okay, he can't save me from lethal, but he can let me scam. Oh, fuck. I should have protected Sim a bit better. Yeah, I still think that without Dazzle this build is actually not that good, but we got top 3, so can't complain. I really can't, but